there was a man that seemed to be getting fired up and maybe getting ready to take a swing at the quarterback of the Young Guns, Mraz's team, and that was a man by the name of Six, who we have named here for formality purposes and respect, Mr. Six. Mr. Six, when Mraz grabbed him from behind, turned around and socked Mraz in the nose. This has led to a lot of conversation on the air, a lot of debate on the flag football team's website and message boards, and it has led to a one-game suspension for Mr. Six. Mr. Six joins us in studio. And, guys, do we have our Raiders intro for Mr. Six? Because the autumn wind is Mr. Six.
He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is Six, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
So the great Mr. Six joins us in studio. Mr. Six, how are you?
I'm good, and how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to start with, glad that you can come. Thanks so much for carving out time for us.
Yes.
And how did you get the name Six?
Well, it originated from, a car club that I was in. They was trying to call me...
Car club?
Car club.
Okay.
And they was trying to call me 6'4" because of my height.
6'4"?
That's what the name was going to be, 6'4". And I was
Yeah.
like, you're not going to be running around here calling me 6'4". So we'll just say
Okay,
6.
just start with 6.
Yes, and that's how it...
Now it's Mr. Six.
Yes.
And you have 6 tattooed on your neck.
Yes, tatted. I have it in a couple places.
Yeah. Oh, a couple places.
Yes.
You have lips tattooed on the side of your neck.
Yes, I do.
Whose lips are those?
We're not going to get into that.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Oh, they are ladies, though.
Yes. No.
Okay, just to make sure.
Okay. And what else is tattooed over there?
I got, a couple.
few of
got
them.
angels and,
Yeah.
my kids' names on my back and on
Okay.
my shoulders.
Very good.
Then I got a small blocks tattoo
For your flag football team.
for the flag football team,
Wow. So you get a tattoo for your flag football team.
Well, like I said, the small blocks team, it's like they originally are a rap group.
Originally, are a rap group.
And the small blocks, we just took it. We're in different areas. I'm more ahead of the small blocks sports team.
Okay.
So
The athletic program, the
athletic,
small blocks are representing. And then you've also got the teardrop. Is that
Yes.
1 or 2?
that's 2.
2 teardrops.
Yes.
You were in the military.
Yes, I was.
What?
Well, one other teardrop signified for the family members that I had that
Gotcha.
I lost. The other ones are for the soldiers that I was in that basic training and that I met along that we lost in Afghanistan.
Wow. And so you were in basic training for the Army,
Yes.
and then you did not end up going.
I didn't end up deploying. When my contract had to re-enlist for my contract, I ended up getting out, and they ended up going, I think, a couple months later to Afghanistan, and then I heard everything, and then that's when...
Gotcha. And those were guys that you trained with?
Yes, guys that I trained with.
So there was the incident on the football field, and let's just go back over this because it sounded like, with all due respect, you were a little out of control, that you were taking swings at the quarterback Flood.
Yes.
Is that true?
I don't want to say like it. I came directly at him. Like we was going back and forth the whole game. He was playing safety. I was playing wide receiver. I picked him off once, of course. That's what I normally do.
Of course. Yes,
And,
of course.
And we had words, and then he also wears the number 6, and he told me to take his number off because he said this is my number.
Oh.
So
Flood started it.
yeah, he was the agitator.
Okay.
And so when he started it, I came right back after they scored,
Mm-hmm.
and we went for a jump ball, and he needs to get more in the weight room. He needs to get some
Flood
strength.
does, yeah. He's a
That
weakling.
kind of out-muscled him, and then
Yeah.
scored the touchdown, ran backwards, and then that's how everything started.
So it started so that you guys are trash talking. There's something going on, number 6 versus number 6. He then gets in your face, or you get in his face. How does that start?
At the end of it was the second half. We was like a minute 20 left in the game. My quarterback threw his 3rd interception. And when he threw the interception, I'm not sure if it was Flood or whoever caught the interception, they came over with the ball, and they pointed it in my face.
Oh.
So in defense, I knocked the ball out.
Okay.
And then that's when all the screaming and the pushing started. And next thing I know, I'm getting pulled back. I'm thinking it's one of my linemen pulling
Sure.
me back because, they're trying to lift me off my feet, trying to move me.
Yeah.
And then I hear one of my linemen saying, "Get off 6." So I turn around, and it's this guy.
And it's Mraz.
Yes, it's this guy, Mariah. So automatically, I started thinking, well, is he trying to pull me away, or is he? Because I was leaving my feet a little bit. He also needs to lift workout too.
Yes, I would say so. Yeah.
Because the strength wasn't there, but it felt like if he was a little bit stronger, he could have took me off my feet.
Sure.
And so then when I turned around, then that's when I did swing on him. But it was more self-defense.
It was self-defense.
On my end.
So he comes up from behind. You've got a teammate saying, get off a 6. You just see Mraz, and your first inclination is, let me punch this guy in the face.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Obviously, he's my boy, but I think he deserves something like that because how is he known in the flag football community? Is he known as an agitator?
Honestly, I did some homework on him.
Okay.
And I want to say 2012, 2013, he played on another team. I think the Oilers maybe.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Wow, all right, he did some research here.
Okay.
And he got into it with another player.
Uh-huh.
And from what I heard, it was a little bit more of spitting that happened.
Mraz, you spit on somebody?
I was talking very loudly and
Oh my
spit out of my
God,
mouth.
you're kidding me.
That was a more immature me. I'm 30 now.
You Romanowski the guy?
Well, what is this, in flagfootballproreference.com?
Holy cow, you spit on somebody?
Well, these are clearly allegations I wasn't prepared for today.
Oh my God, who did you spit on?
There was a guy on my team throwing, on another team throwing elbows, and I got very loud in his mouth, and some saliva happened to fly out. I was about 24 years old. Roberto Alomar, all right? It's in my past.
Wow. Well, Mr. Six, I'm glad you brought this to the equation. I did not know that. How did you, did you speak to the person that was involved in this?
No, I didn't get the name of the person.
Okay.
Somebody that was somebody that was actually at their game told me about it.
Wow, because I would love to know if the person that you spat at thought that it had just come out of your mouth because you were yelling, or if you actually hocked a loogie. You won't tell me the truth, I know. But if you actually hocked a loogie, if you went...
I don't think it was. I might have not been like that because I
No,
don't think
it
the
wasn't
guy,
like that.
Because that's a Roberto Alomar
I do
situation.
have some dark history in the LIFFL with incidents that I thought were past me, clearly are being brought back to the surface by others.
Whoa. Wow. Okay, so let me ask you, Mr. Six, as the small blocks, do you guys want a second crack at these guys in the playoffs,
Oh, yes,
the young guns?
Yes, I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to destroy them. Single-handedly, I'm going to destroy them.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm already calling we're winning the championship.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to. I believe I'm the best player in the league.
What will you do to the young guns if you guys play in the playoffs? What would be your stat line?
I'd probably say I had 1 interception last game, so I'm up it to maybe like 3.
Okay.
3 interceptions. Defense, we changed the defense around. I'm definitely going to have at least 3 to 4 touchdowns, though. Definitely.
3 to 4 touchdowns.
3 to 4 touchdowns, definitely.
Yeah.
There's nobody. They play, even though their corners, they double team me. They got a corner that plays 10 yards back off me, and then the safety over top, and I'm still beating them over top still.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still gonna eat.
Are you guys just spitting mad, waiting to get after these guys again?
Yes, I am furious that we lost that game. Because not only did we lose that game, I was suspended for the next game.
Yeah.
And
because he ratted.
Yes, that's basically what happened. He ratted, and I knew what he was doing.
You did.
Yeah, I knew he wanted me out for the rest of the season because he knew we would see each other. They're a good team.
Yeah.
They are a good team. But I knew that they would see us again, and with me out the equation, they might have a better chance. But me there, they know it's not going to happen.
Do you think that Mraz jumped off the sideline to try to rope you into throwing a swing, or do you think there's just after that had happened, then he wanted to rat you out to get you suspended?
I don't know, but I tell you he's fast because I didn't even see him coming.
Which is surprising because look at his weight.
Yes. Yes. He came from and mind you, I had my back towards my sideline. That's why I thought it was one of my players. So he came all the way around to get behind me.
Yeah.
You know, so
and he left the bench.
Yeah. That's a suspension right there.
That should be. He only got a warning.
Yes, a warning, and I got suspended.
You got suspended. Is there going to be a target on Mraz's back when you guys play again?
Yes. And he plays tight end.
Yeah.
I play safety. So I will be coming over top. So, like, I might get a little physical, Might get a penalty thrown here or there.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. Because as long as I'm not going to get thrown out the game, but, I get a little rough and,
He can't handle Algie Crumpler.
He calls himself Algie Crumpler.
I don't know why. He caught one pass. and then he fell catching that pass and rolled on his stomach. Like,
More with Mr. Six when we return. I Facebooked you in what I thought was privacy. I sent you a message, and I said, if you'd like to come on, we'd like to hear your side of the story. You snapshotted it, you screenshotted it, and then just posted it everywhere.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I guess you don't know when things are sent what's going to happen with it, but do you really think, I mean, that kind of broke our trust right there. You just posted that everywhere.
Yeah, it did. I wasn't going to come.
You weren't?
No, that was one thing. I was like, this is a joke. I was like, I didn't really realize how important and how big this show was. Then I started doing my research. I said, oh, this is the real deal. I said, I might need to come on here and, you know, tell my side of the story. Because at first I saw it was like a YouTube channel when Mraz posted it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's something that's on his team site or whatever. So I was like,
yeah.
And then when you inboxed me. Oh, and by the way, I didn't block him. I don't do things like that. I just didn't. He sent me a friend request.
Oh, and you just didn't request.
I didn't
accept it.
No.
So, okay, so then we're on okay terms there. Number two, you have brought something. Well, you also said the truth shall be heard, y'all.
Yes.
And that truth, I guess, did we get that truth out that you felt like you were baited into the fight and that Mraz purposefully talked about it on the air to get you suspended? Was that the truth you were looking for?
Yeah. I'm the tough guy in the league, I believe. You know, I'm the badass. Oh.
Yeah, you can say badass.
Okay.
It's all right.
You know, so.
That's nice that Mr. Six is worried about FCC violations, right?
Thank you.
So, you know, our emotions was gone. And my thing is, once I get going, I'm not going to stop. So I was going to prove a point so that next time that, you know, they're going to be a little bit more intimidated. Like, all right, let's try to be a little bit more quiet and get them out of their game. But he deserved it. He had it coming to him.
Well, and then you bring up the blockbuster of all blockbusters. You spoke to somebody in the league. I don't want to name names because that's going to out your source, right?
Yes.
But they went back to 2012, and in an incident, and I'm just learning about now, 2012 Flag Football League, Mraz has a shouting match with another player.
Allegedly shouting match.
Allegedly, well, it's not so alleged because he admitted that he did it. And then Mraz says he screamed so loud he spit on this other player. The other player alleges that Mraz made comments about his wife.
Oh.
Is that right?
No, his mother.
Oh, his mother.
His mother.
That Mraz made a mother comment.
Yes.
Mraz, would you care to confirm or deny?
Honestly, that could have happened. I truthfully don't remember. I could tell you the play because this play is stuck out. It's one of the darkest moments of my career. Is that basically a kickoff was over. My player was way behind the play, and their guy just came over. We were down, I think, big, and threw a cheap shot on one of my guys. I went to defend one of my guys, not break up in this situation. We got very loud with each other. Maybe I said something about his mother. Maybe spit flew out of my mouth a little harder. But, yeah, that did happen, and I believe I was suspended for that. And from that moment on, I looked at myself. I said, what are you doing? Grow up, Sean. And I've proceeded to be nothing but a noble citizen in that league.
And then on top of this, you told me that Mraz allegedly was trying to bait this guy into a fight, but then said, if you hit me, I will press charges.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think he's getting real bad info now. I think he's
That's
getting
just
real
out
bad
of nowhere?
Info. Well, first of all, he's getting a lot of details.
Sounds like he's got good info because you never told us there was a spitting incident.
Well, because that was before I was ever employed by CBS.
He got that right. This source got that right. This source
has some info.
This source was at the game. Okay, I'm not going to say who the source was.
Probably somebody I'm playing with now is looking to out me, and I think this is a little team rift now before the playoffs.
It's not somebody you're playing with now.
Interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to have to dig deeper. I'm not going to say anything until I talk to my lawyer.
It's disgusting.
I mean, honestly, Bilotti, can you believe what we're learning?
I need to take a shower. This is just gross being in the room with him.
Mraz had a spitting incident 5 years ago in the league. He called out somebody's mother and then said, if you hit me, I'll press charges. I mean, I don't know.
This was also when Sean Avery was a Ranger, and I was kind of trying to mirror my game after him.
Don't admit that.
I think he's trying to play the enforcer role on his team, and it's not a good look for him.
It's a bad
look. He's taking L's all across the board.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, what we need is you guys, the small blocks, to win this weekend.
Yes.
And you're guaranteeing a victory.
Yes. I'm guaranteeing a victory. I'm guaranteeing more than a victory. I'm guaranteeing a championship.
You're guaranteeing a Class D championship in the Long Island Flag Football League.
I like how, like, everybody keeps saying the Class D.
Uh-huh.
Like, the Class D. We're moving up. That's definitely. Like, only reason why we're in the D division was because we had put together new players, and I didn't want to just jump straight to the high division and get smacked around and these guys quit on us, because I believe that I can play in any of the divisions, and that's a proven fact that I can play in any of the divisions. Young Guns, Young Guns, that's the name of the team?
Yeah.
Whatever the name of the team is. They need to stay in the D division.
We beat you guys.
Yes, you did. You did beat us. We was missing some players, but I'm not going to make no excuses for that. Like I said, I guarantee championship, their little Super Bowl, what you said you wanted to do, Tim's on and on the boat.
Oh, yeah, they want to do an Odell Beckham thing.
Yep, Odell Beckham,
Whatever. Clown show for the Young Guns. Clown show.
It's not happening.
So, did you play high school football?
No, I didn't. I'm actually a basketball player.
Huh.
I played football younger.
Okay.
I went to Farmingdale High School. We had a good program at Farmingdale. But I started coming back to. I left football because I have a slim, athletic build. All the guys was getting bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. Got hit one time. I was like, this is not for me. This is not for me. Then as I got older, I started coming back to it. But I'm more of a I'm more versatile. But football, I love it.
So you're guaranteeing a victory. We need this. We need the Young Guns to also get a victory. That means you'll meet up in the playoffs. Then you're guaranteeing a victory over a revenge victory over them.
Yes.
With like 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions is what you're guaranteeing for yourself.
Yes. That's it. He knows I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah.
He knows that.
We're focused on HMD this week. Not worried about the small blocks.
See, that's what they have to look at. I'm looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah, you're a bigger picture guy. You're building a culture. You're building a culture. So before I let you go, Mr. Six, if you'd just like to send a message out to the rest of the Long Island Flag Football League, this is your chance.
Well, one thing I will say to the rest of the league, the B division, C division, whatever division, A division, whatever division y'all in, small blocks is coming. We're moving up, and we're taking over. The SI 49ers is one team that's like winning and leading, but we're actually going to take that #1 spot.
Okay.
And Mraz, before we go, stay in D division, please.
All right, we'll give you a honking away when we beat you guys in 2 weeks.
We'll be there if that happens. We will be there. Mr. Six, thanks so much for joining us.